Debit.
Debit. Yeah. All right.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Misinformed podcast. I'm your host, Keegan Dyke. This is your other host, Kota Lusty over here. So, you see those eyes? They're so lusty.
Lustful.
Oh my god.
Lusty, luscious
Oh
eyes.
my god, your eyeballs. I want to swim in them.
In these lusty libations.
I want to dive with a javelin through your eyeball and swim with the rats.
Ooh.
That's a line right there. That's a bar.
Damn.
That's
I mean,
a bar.
The rats part is like, you got to know what you're talking about. But the whole part before that is like, it just sounds good on paper.
Yeah, I want to dive through your eyeball with a javelin and swim, swim in the sea of your retina.
Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah.
Man, I'm a wordsmith with a javelin.
I got a semi-javelin right now.
Oh, man, that was wonderful.
What did you think about that movie?
All right, so I tried to watch it the night it came out, and I made it like 10, 15 minutes into it, and Zoe would not go to sleep because it's like kind of action-packed.
Yeah. And then like you gotta turn it down when the action scene comes, and you gotta turn it up to hear them talking
right?
monologues.
And I'm deaf, so
dialogue.
It's even worse. So yeah, she was like freaking out. So Crystal's like, just stop that shit until I can get her to sleep. And then when she got her to sleep, I was done.
You're like, I might as well. It's my chance. I better go sleep too.
Yeah, I went to bed. So then the next night we tried to watch it, and I fell asleep, or I started to, and I just shut it off because I was like, I can't make it through this. It was like 2 hours left, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
And then I tried to watch it the next day during the day. And that's always the best. Like one of those movies that's 2.5 hours long, like you thinking on a Friday or a Thursday or Friday night, you're going to lay down in bed and fucking watch a 2.5 hour movie. You're crazy. So I didn't give it like, because at first I was like, this isn't that good. You know, because I was like not excited enough to stay awake, and it was really me. So I can like hear this thing touching the
So
table.
what did you think of it then?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And once I really gave it like, you know, there was just multiple parts of it that were fun. James Gunn directed it, and you could tell like it had that Guardians of the Galaxy feel.
That's what I described. It was like it was just a cool movie. It was fun.
Yeah,
people are fucking cunts. Like so many people are like, oh, you should leave the movies up to Marvel. It's like, well, fucking yeah, Marvel makes great good movies. Fucking good. I'm glad I watch all of them. I'm like, but this is like you're literally it's villains. It's fucking throwaways. It's Suicide Squad. You learn, if you didn't already know why they're the Suicide Squad, it's because they're hired and it's basically a suicide mission.
Right.
They get some ears knocked off.
But like the cool part was they got to do what they really didn't in the first one, is really make it like crazy and gory.
Yeah, they did a great job. They made it fun. It was fucking cool. It was just a cool movie.
And they got to really make a R movie.
Yeah. They gave us like the little bit of what we were missing from like not having another Deadpool right now or the Wolverine or something.
Or The Boys.
Yeah.
Like that's another one is like it was like they crammed all the crazy shit from The Boys into one movie.
The first mission you watch on there, like when it all started happening, I'm not going to spoil it yet because it is pretty early. But when that happened, I just felt like fucking, you know, I was like, damn, this is awesome. It's hilarious. It's comedy. It's brutal. Yeah, I thought it was fun. And fuck all these cunts who think that like only Marvel could make the movies. Just because DC's not as good, it was still a fucking kick-ass movie.
You know what I like about DC? Is that like I like that Marvel gave Deadpool a little bit of room, but that was kind of like because they were forced. The hand was forced. You know what I mean? Because Ryan Reynolds kind of did this like his own like black market fucking, I don't know what you'd call it. Like I'm not drawing the right word up for it, but he did his own media and his own marketing for that movie.
Right.
And he got a bunch of people behind him. So Marvel really didn't have a choice but to say, all right, hey, we got to make this fucking movie.
Yeah.
And so with DC making like taking James Gunn during a time where Marvel fucking casts him away and say, here you go ahead and make what you would want to make for an R movie for us, because they're listening. They're watching the fucking numbers on The Boys.
I like how also you have the actor from Walking Dead who plays the blue dude in Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays the very first dude with the long blonde hair. Yeah, Savant. Yeah. He played him in the beginning of it.
And then like
nice. That
guy's
Marvel and DC.
There's a ton of people throughout it that
are Marvel and DC.
Yeah. And like,
well, yeah, they're probably like going out for like villain and superhero or
there were
power
a lot of them
shit.
were people from the Guardians movies. Like James Gunn's brother's in it. He's the one. He's like calendar.
You talking
man.
about Daryl?
He's the one that has like the name like written all over the shit, and he's like yelling at the polka dot dude. He's like, "You shoot polka dots?"
He's like, "You want to book my daughter's birthday next weekend?"
He's
or
you
something
little
like that.
bitch. But I think it was fun, and like the shark dude was awesome. And like you already
knew he was gonna play like the role that he filled was exactly what you expected him to play. You're like, yep, that's what I wanted from this guy.
Yeah, kind of dumb. That was Stallone that did the voice.
Yeah, I was looking because I knew Stallone was in it, but I couldn't find him anywhere. So I'm like, that's got to be him.
Yeah, it was really good. It's just fun that like they're seeing something like the Boys that is exploring that avenue of, cussing and going crazy and really showing you the blood and the guts and like all
making
the crazy
like an
stuff.
adult superhero or supervillain movie, like
right. Well, I mean, because that's.
Did you see? We're just not switching topics, but switching a little bit. Did you see MODOK?
I tried to watch it and I just let it play in the background for a while, but I didn't like it.
It was pretty hilarious.
It's funny, but I don't know. I didn't want that. That's not what I wanted.
I thought it was hilarious. I think they did a good job because it was like Seth Green and Patton Oswalt that threw that together and like it came out.
It's definitely Robot Chicken fucking esque. I mean,
for sure.
But back to the other stuff is the other question I really wanted to ask is like a lot of people are frustrated in Hollywood about these Marvel movies and these DC movies because right now that's the pinnacle of movie. Like if you're gonna make
the Marvel universe has just been destroying it.
And now they just kind of when they just blew it wide open like they just did.
Oh, with the Disney fucking Plus and the shows that are like giving you all the in between filling and the extra shit.
Well, so I just watched the first episode of What If yesterday. Have you watched it yet?
I don't even know what that is.
So it's the cartoons of the comics What If, and it basically goes down these different like. What if the first episode is what if Peggy Carter is Captain Carter instead of Steve Rogers being Captain America, all because one decision's made and like the whole thing changes and it's exploring the multiverse.
Right.
And because of the Loki show, everything's blown open. And what's going to happen is they're going to have all these episodes that like instead of Peter Quill being Star-Lord in one of these episodes, it's going to be T'Challa. It's going to be the Black Panther guy that's going to end up being Star-Lord. Or he's going to be with the Guardians. So it's going to be like one little thing happens, and instead of this
Changes
person, it's this person.
Yeah.
And so what I think we're going to see is because of these, it gives them the opportunity to go in these different angles and then maybe show it to you in a movie or explore a little bit of that in a movie, and it gives you the ability to understand what's going on. But the first episode's really good. They're only about 30 minutes long, only one episode a week. I just watched it. But again, back to what I was saying. People are frustrated with the Marvel thing. They think that, that it's not real film and that a lot of people are pissed off because I think maybe they didn't get into it or they're not going to produce a movie like that.
I think it's because
or they know they'll never be asked to produce one of those movies. So they feel like they got into somebody like Tarantino is safe, but somebody else that, really pushes these movies, and it's like, well, people don't want to watch these movies right now. They want to watch fucking Marvel movies. They want to watch DC
I think people want to watch a lot of movies, but of course the superhero ones are big. There's a lot of kids, not only that, but a lot of 20 to 40-year-olds like grew up on Marvel and DC and on comics.
And we're
and
adults
shit.
now.
And we're adults now. So now you got a movie that appeals to the masses, bigger, diverse group. I don't know how to use words. And I don't know. I feel like some of the reason they're pissed off too is because there's already like a storyline. There's already stuff happening. It's infinite writing. Like they literally have multiverse. Like they can just keep
instead of like
stories.
Another movie where it's just like this and done.
Yeah.
Or unless you're like in with Adam Sandler or you're in with fucking Tarantino or one of those people.
Well, and it's hard to introduce
Guy
like
Ritchie,
a new band of superheroes. You know what I mean? Like,
but unless you're in with one of those people, like Guy Ritchie, or you're one of the cast that he likes to cast or she likes to cast in their movies.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a Marvel situation because, like, if you want that paycheck,
and
you're doing this
even
for
more
fucking
so.
money.
Though, it's a Disney situation.
Well, and Disney's controlling the market.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm saying. And Disney fucking controls everything.
How long do you think this lasts?
Oh, it's gonna go on for a while. I think Doctor Strange is supposed to be the epitome of like the end of our generation of movies now, and then it's like forks off into the multiverse even more. So who fucking knows?
Well, no, that's all right, but we could have a totally fucking whole podcast about Marvel stuff. But what do you think in general? Do you think that this superhero craze Does it? I mean, they line themselves up fucking deep right now.
I think it
When
doesn't
do we
go.
get?
I don't think it doesn't
When
go
do
away
we
for a long
get
time.
sick of it? Is my question.
I don't think it goes away for a long time because the human fucking mind, we like to use hypotheticals or situations that aren't realistic. So I think, the same reason people have been playing Dungeons and Dragons for fucking decades. Like,
but they've done a good job at spacing it, right? So they don't just dump all of it at you at once.
Right.
They do not give you.
Well, they give you other people's storylines, and you watch
Yes,
those storylines.
but they're still not flooding the market. Like, they are kind of controlling the market.
I mean,
but they're not.
the market's open. It doesn't matter. They don't control shit, but
no,
like, they have
my
an
point
opportunity.
is it's not like typical things when they know they have a hit and they're just trying to fucking get all the money. They're playing the long game with how they've set up their, they got multiple phases.
Well,
They're
yeah,
in
but think about how long
or
this has been being written for.
They're in phase 4 right now, so
When you
they're gonna
think-
go phase 6, 7, 8. I mean, dude,
When
we're
did
talking.
Stan Lee start writing the first comics?
But that's not my point. Is Kevin Feige has fucking 15 years of this shit slated already.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying, though.
Movies and shows slated already.
Listen, this is what I'm saying, though, is they started writing comic books fucking decades and decades ago. So now imagine Guy Ritchie or Quentin Tarantino had fucking 40 years ahead of their time before they started making movies to sit and make comic books. There's just endless amounts of opportunities
No, I know
to make
that,
these
but
things.
at what point do they get? Because you can't reintroduce. You can try to reintroduce those comics to these kids, but at a certain point, these kids aren't going to give a fuck about Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, they're just it's whatever's
so-
cool. It's whatever fucking heroes are cool, whatever story's cool.
So, like, right now, they're doing a good job not dumping it all on you, so you don't feel overwhelmed with it, and you're excited to go see the
because it
next
takes a long
movie.
time to shoot a movie.
And so, like, that's my question about, like,
But
I see Rick and Morty's doing
But they are pretty goddamn
an
consistent.
hour-long finale.
Yeah.
Do you feel like them giving us an hour may hurt it? Like, do you feel like because we get 25 minutes at a time that I fucking want another one right now?
Of course we do. But also we talked about last time about the South Park deal. So maybe that hour-long finale is like a little bit of a glimpse at like, hey, we've got enough here. We can keep fucking going. We can keep writing. We can make hour-long things. We can do movies. We can do episodes. We can do shorts, like whatever.
Would you go? Would you be real excited for a Rick and Morty movie?
Fuck yeah, I would. Would I go to a theater to watch it? No. I would just.
You wouldn't? What if they trip the theater rooms out though?
Yeah, like put
Like
the fucking
said,
Galaxy.
we're gonna own this theater room for like the next 2 months. So this fucking display is set up in here, and this is like you're.
That'd be
in
dope.
Fucking,
If it was experience like that, I would. Yeah. But other than that, like most movies right now, like I might go see like a live action Disney. Like one of the last movies I went into the theater and saw was like Aladdin. You know what I mean? But like
I just saw Cruella.
I haven't watched it yet.
Did I
It's
tell
really
you?
good.
Didn't we talk about that on the last one?
I don't fucking know, dude.
If I didn't say it, that was a movie I went in not thinking I was gonna want. I didn't want to see it, and we went because there was nothing else, and it was like the Suicide Squad, and it was like Guardians, where the music was so perfect.
Dude, the
and
music
way
was good
they
in Suicide
shot
Squad.
it. Dude, when you see Cruella, you're gonna be so impressed,
Well,
and then you're gonna
first
look
of
at
all,
Emma
first
Stone.
of all, I just got the chills because Emma Stone's like one of my fucking
So-
Hollywood crushes, bro.
All right. We're so misinformed and all over the place. I do miss the ADHD podcast because that's what I still feel like I'm on that. Like somebody needs to give this kid an Adderall. But do you think that Hollywood turned Emma Stone into what she is? Like they made the new Lindsay Lohan? I mean, dude, if you look at her real quick, that's
No, I
Lindsay
don't
Lohan.
think so.
That's Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, I mean, do they have similarities? Absolutely.
That's Lindsay Lohan.
You have
bro.
similarities.
That's a clone.
You have similarities to fucking Jeff Bezos,
That's
bro.
a clone, and they introduced to us slowly through like old school or not old school, not what the fuck was it? With the fucking idiot gets hit by the car, and oh my god, I can't remember what the movie's called. When McLovin,
Oh, fucking super bad.
super bad.
Yeah.
she was in that.
She's like, I'll scratch your back, or I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Funny thing on my back, it's on my cock. I don't know why he had to get all weird about it.
Oh man, that movie. No, I mean she's definitely like the clone. Look at her.
I don't think she's a clone. But
Put
whatever.
a picture.
I don't care. She's
right now.
she's awesome. I love
right
her.
now,
And
there's
she's
going to
from
be
Arizona,
a
I'm
picture
pretty sure.
of both of them.
Yeah, she went to high school out here.
Right here.
She went to high school out here.
Right here, there's a picture right now
I wish I would have went to her high school.
of both of them. and I'm proving you wrong right now that they look just like each
I
other.
didn't say they didn't. You said, are they making the new Lindsay Lohan? I'm like, I don't know, because she wasn't a fucking Disney star for one.
That movie's so. But
Do I think they have similarities?
All right,
Yeah.
wait.
Especially when they got like the reddish
Is
blondish hair
that Disney? Is that movie Lindsay Lohan's movie?
No.
If they didn't make her,
No,
if
Lindsay
she didn't go
Lohan
off the
couldn't do it. She couldn't have done it. This is Emma Stone we're talking
Bro,
about.
you're talking about. Do you know who you're talking about?
Fucking
Mean Girls.
Hillary Duff.
That's not Hillary Duff. You fucking. That's Lindsay Lohan. Those are two separate people. Those are real people, both of them.
Those are the same people.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No.
No, I know they're not. But like, that's the same. That's the same come up.
Man. Oh man.
I love both of them. That's cool. I love that Emma Stone scratchy. I sound like I smoke a lot voice,
Kind of has like a lisp.
And I could just see her smoking one of those long cigarettes. Fucking Cruella de Vil, dude.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you right now, that movie was amazing.
I gotta watch it.
It was so good, and I was actually really happy that I went to the theater. Like, it was our first night out.
A Disney movie like that, a live action, is a good thing to see in a theater.
Well, she's suing Disney too.
Damn. What for?
Same fucking thing Scarlett Johansson's suing them for, because they released that shit on Disney Plus. So like that Shang-Chi movie that's coming out next month, that won't be released on Disney Plus. You're gonna have to go to the theater
everyone
for
still
that.
has to pay for it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but Disney doesn't have to pay them the percentage of the money, I'm assuming, that they did off the box office. So like when they get the money from the
we
box
talked
office,
about this.
yeah, I think Disney has to pay them a certain amount, but because Disney got it through streaming, there's nothing in their contract that says they get the money from the streaming because it was never a thing. And so they're just not giving them anything from that 60
They're like,
million.
that was all part of subscription. They're like, what about the extra $30 everyone paid to have it? And they're like,
60
no,
mil.
No,
60
all
mil,
part
bro.
of subscription.
It was like 50 or 60
You're
million.
not a part of our subscription.
It cost Johansson
now let me ask you this.
$50 million, they said.
So
or something stupid like that.
So do they get paid out of the subscription? Like as long as that movie's on there and the amount of hits it gets, like if you're
I
on
don't know.
iTunes, like you get a song
I
played on
don't
iTunes.
know. And I mean, that's why I'm curious to see. That's why they're not going to have that issue with that next movie that's coming. They're going to make sure it stays in the theater. Unless COVID gets crazy.
Is it like a 90-day theater thing, or like how,
I don't
60
know.
days?
I don't know how many days. The big thing is the release off the box office.
It almost sounds like AMC and like the fucking
Well, it's
Perkins.
everybody, because as long as you give them the first week or 2 weeks or month, as long as you give them the first month, is it? Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
I think that they're going to be okay with it because those are when the big numbers come in. But I don't know, man. I think that they get a certain percentage off of that shit, and they're not happy about it. But I think there's going to be deals amended and all that type of stuff. But as of right now, I know the next movie coming out, they're going to make sure they keep it in the theater. Disney's some gangsters, bro.
I think Mulan was like one of the first ones to do it.
They can get away
I'm
with.
not gonna buy this shit.
They can
right
get
now.
away
Wait
with
30
anything.
days.
Yeah, fuck, dude. The deal, we keep talking about big numbers and stuff, and 50 million and this much millions, and I keep seeing these divorces.
Oof.
Like, they need to change. First of all, the law needs to change. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, I'm just going to give you, for once, I'm a little bit informed, but it's not totally. That's why I didn't write any of it down. I want it to be somewhat misinformed. But like the Dr. Dre situation, right? He has to pay his wife $300,000 a month. Now, that sounds like a shit ton of money. When you add it up at the end of the year, what is it? It's only like 12 million, or it's not.
That's it. That's all it is.
Well, he's worth like $1 billion.
That's garbage.
But at first I was like, that's not my gripe with it. My gripe is how long. It should be a fucking chunk of money if you're that rich. It shouldn't even be like,
but
I'm
like
sure they
winning the
worked that
lottery.
into the deal. But at the end of the day, like, the fucking stipulation's insane because it was California. He has to pay that money until she finds or decides to be with somebody else and gets married. So as long as she just stays fucking not married and doesn't say she's with somebody else,
I'd be like, no. If she fucks another guy, it's over.
as long there's a law that like she has to, I don't know what it
Like,
is.
how you
Like,
gonna
so as
prove
long
it?
as the motherfucker don't
they
live
gonna
with
know?
her, well, as long as she's just dating and not like living with the person and stuff like that, they don't go off
So-
the income. So she could ride this out for a couple years, end up with like 30, 40 million, 50 million.
my understanding of why this happened. So what's the other one? Washington.
The other one was Kelly Clarkson. So same thing. Hers is like 200,000, or no, hers is almost 300,000 as well to her husband, and that's like, I didn't know she made that much money. And again,
Bro,
like,
Kelly Clarkson.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, how come I get your husband or your wife, like, lived with you and they need, but all right, cool, you cut them off 10 mil, or if you're worth a bill and you give them fucking 10 mil, and you're like,
Go
all
make
right,
some investments, figure it out.
right? Like, we're done, we're all done. Like, okay, you thought we were
and 10
married.
mil, shit, dude. People live totally fine off of, $70,000 a year.
I just don't understand, like, and at this point, it's just because it's the law. It's not even like this person most of the time is going to be spiteful. It's like, well, fuck it. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. The lawyer's going to tell you, hey, like, we're going after a billionaire.
Yeah.
We're going after a billionaire.
Part of the reason, though, that happens is because basically what they claim and what they, like, file in the divorce agreement is like, listen, I was just a normal person doing my own thing. I started dating this famous person, and then they brought me into their lavish lifestyle, and now my lifestyle
Cool.
costs
So you
way
said
more.
before you started
but not
dating
anymore.
them?
No, that's not what I do anymore.
My question is before you were dating them. You lived a normal life. So you've done it before, though.
But see, Emma Stone,
Cool,
she drug me into this,
No.
She brought me into this, and now
Why
this is
didn't
how
you
I live.
call the police?
Listen.
I want to know
No,
why you didn't call the police. Because if you were dragged in, that's violence.
The car payment
you
on this car that
called
she bought
somebody.
me. The car payment on the car she bought me.
Are you saying that this poor person has held you hostage for 15 years?
Yes.
Because then if they don't prove that you were held hostage and that you were living a pretty comfortable life and happy, then you get shit.
No. I need $200,000 a month.
They need to hire me as a lawyer.
You were just Cruella. I need $200,000 a month because that is the life that you provided for me and my children. I know I fucking hate it too, but that's what they do.
Kids are different. But all right, so the next case, this is where we get into the next case, is what is it, PJ or TJ Washington?
I don't know.
He's a basketball player. Misinformed. Yeah. Let's put it this way. If you asked me to name fucking 20 basketball players, first of all, I didn't even know he was a basketball player.
I don't even know who he is.
So the fact that he's 22 years old. I know who the chick, for some reason, from hearing her name on other podcasts.
What does she do?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Brittany Renner or whatever. I've heard her name on other podcasts, and she's definitely attractive. But she's 29 or fucking 30 something years old.
She's smarter than him.
Dude, he was 18 years old. Comes into the league. Yeah, she was 25 or 26 when he came into the league. She got with him when he was 18. She got pregnant, and as soon as she had the baby, within 2 days, she filed for divorce. Now he has to pay her for 18 years. He has to pay her $200,000 a month.
Insane.
And I'm looking at it like, I didn't even know this dude. Like, I was like, wait, who did she, Washington? George Washington? Like, how the fuck are you getting $200,000? You must be fucking married to George Washington.
I mean, we can probably look up what his contract is.
22-year-old kid that I've. I watched the league last year. Did
he just get out of his freshman or his?
I'm sure he signed.
Yeah,
so he just signed the big
brand new one.
Yeah, and she just got pregnant with the kid, and then fucking had the baby, and then boom, got him.
She's a gold digger. Hate on her all you want.
Super hustle.
Goddamn, hustled his ass.
I mean, is that like who's the better hustler, that or Big Kev over there with Brittany?
Her
Featherline?
dad? Oh, okay.
No, her dad's the biggest hustler of all. That motherfucker.
I don't know his name.
He's sitting on top of the hill like
Kev?
He's sitting on top of the hill like excellent. He's like fucking Mr. Burns, a dirty bastard.
Excellent.
Yeah, he just loves his daughter. Just money.
I bet he loves a lot of the things that she has provided for him.
So, like, we're never going to come to the end of it, but that TJ Washington or PJ, whatever the fuck his name is, that's a sad situation because that, like, if that was a girl.
Hey, but you know
hold
what?
Hold on.
His story is probably he came from just some regular shit, regular kid. And so, like, you were just saying about these people, he could go back to that. He could do that. He knows how to live that way.
Hold on 1 second. Let's just say female basketball players made a lot of money. Okay, or whatever it is, right? Yeah. Instagram model, whatever. Some self-made Instagram model, been keeping herself looking beautiful her whole life.
Been making like a million a year.
Right, and she's 18 years old.
We'll say 1.2 to make it easy.
18 years old, right? And she's already making a ton of money off Instagram. She's making, millions of dollars a year. And some 27-year-old, 26-year-old fucking swab motherfucker gets in there and just parties with her, but knocks her up, and then he fucking convinces her to keep the baby. And then he fucking secretly takes like notice of what's going on.
Are you saying this
like,
is what I should do before I get
no,
snipped?
listen.
Okay.
He
I'm
secretly
listening.
like films their life through TikTok and stuff like that. But what he's really doing is building a case the whole time that she's not a fit parent. Yeah. And then he fucking sues her, and then he files for divorce because she's not a fit parent, and she takes this fucking 18-year-old.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
That's my problem. This kid's 18 years old. All he's done is played basketball his whole life. This girl was like the hottest of hot girls, and she tricked
and he's
him.
athletic. She's like, this dude knows how to throw it down. You know,
Tricked him. Tricked him, dude.
I'm gonna do this.
And this isn't like a mild hustle. This is like a blatant, like, I mean, I don't really know. I'm misinformed, but 2 days or something after
Hustled
the
his
fucking
ass.
baby was born, right? And like you said, he just signed that big. He must have just signed that big contract.
Yeah, he's 4 years out.
Wild. People are wild out
Yeah.
here. So my real case is not. I can't get mad at them because the
So
laws
now-
are the laws.
so now the
can
question
we
is-
finally fix these laws?
So if she's taken, let's just say she's taken 50%, which I don't think they would give her more than 50%. I would think they would give her less than 50% of what he makes. But let's just say it's down the middle, 50%. He's still got $200,000 a month. He can still live comfortably for now. Yeah. I mean, fuck that. Get snipped. That's what I'm gonna do.
You made a huge mistake. Yeah. I mean, dude, fuck, that's crazy.
50%.
When you get snipped, when you get snipped, you still like shoot like. You still
I don't
shoot
know. I
loads.
haven't been
No, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Be out there
So like
slinging seedless
so that just
fucking
like
spider
you
webs.
don't even
you know?
like there's like must be like some things like and you're just like shoots in when you get snipped.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's like a pipeline that
even
just
know what
shoots
you
in
just
like
did.
ninjas drop in like helicopters from the Navy.
There's like a cam inside your
Yeah,
balls, and like
yeah.
it just rotates, and right as
Going.
it passes across the
when
hole.
you get snipped, you know you got 20 loads left in there that still have
Ooh,
babies in there.
get rid of them.
20.
Get rid of
so
them.
like if you weren't paying attention to the doctor and
You're like,
you
I
could
think
still-
I think I've done about 17. I
Yeah.
don't even know. You got to start having a tally board for every time you jerk
Motherfuckers
off. Or
just-
fuck.
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
She's like, why is there 19 tallies and an exclamation mark at the end on your wall in chalk? Right.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, you know who else is getting finessed right now? Golden State Warriors.
I mean, finesse for like the greatest player in their history, maybe.
Okay, but you think Steph's still at his peak?
No, but the dude just fucking can.
Hold on.
Just dump a half court fucking raindrop.
Cool.
Like,
So can fucking Dame Lillard. That
Yeah.
I feel like Dame is still
Dame
like
time.
Dame's still doing this. Where I feel like we've seen the peak, the pinnacle Curry.
Well, of course
that's
we
already got his ring. Is he really worth $215?
I mean, the dude will-
$215 million for 4 years.
You know, if he wants to,
and he's gonna sit out half of them.
if he wants to have a fucking winning team, no, he needs to put a little bit of his money aside, put his ego aside. But at the same time, the dude will still come down, mix your ass up, and dump a shot on you like all the time.
You
every
think
time.
you think his body is healthy enough
Dude's
to
in great
hold
shape.
up for 4 years without injury at $215 million for 4 years? That's a huge fucking deal, dude. All right, so here's the other deal.
I like this still better.
Luka, $207 million for 5 years.
Luca is like he's when he's playing right, he's like.
Does he need to
he's-
lose
he-
10 pounds?
He's like
15 pounds?
I don't think so. He's like an MVP. No, he needs to. What do you need? Well,
Turn
he
it into
needs to
muscle?
stay the same way. Yeah, but like drop a little fluff, put a little muscle on. But like that dude is easily could be like if when you watch him when he's on fire, he is quite possibly the best player in the NBA. When that dude's on
I
fire,
agree.
when he's on, he's on. And
We're
like,
not
it's
supposed to agree with
disgusting.
each other on this fucking
It's
show.
disgusting. I disagree.
So who do you think? So we agree. I'm guessing that for the players, Steph obviously got the better deal.
215 million.
Yeah. I mean, he got more money in a year less in the contract, and then I wonder what the options are if there's like a
But I would take Luca. I mean, if you're Golden State, like, yeah, you kind of got to roll with your boy. He got you there. He's got you a lot of fans. That's the most jerseys you're gonna see in that fucking place. Got Curry on the back of him. You know what I'm saying?
Are
So
you pissed
kinda-
if you're Luca though?
No, Because you got a lot of, you still got another contract or two after this. You got plenty of time.
So you're going to get a bigger contract.
And you're going for a ring, and you want to be known as the.
You don't think
you want to be known as being humble.
5 years. You don't think this is Luka's big contract? You think his next contract? You think he can get this type of money?
If he gets an MVP in the next fucking 3 years, yeah.
Or a championship. He needs a championship.
Yeah, that too. But like, it depends if you just fucking lock them down on a team that doesn't have everything they need, you know.
Yeah.
But with that amount of money, you know how people like, you know how people buy like sand rails and boats and yachts and shit, and they name them.
Yeah.
What would you name your fucking boat? Like, you just had like a dope boat, you know, big boat. You got a name on the back. What'd you name that shit?
Well, I'd probably honestly.
Fucking Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, I would. That's exactly what I would name it.
Weekender.
Yeah, yeah, probably or. Yeah, probably. Yeah, fucking.
Like there's
or
there's
the
always,
Bernie Mobile, one or the other.
There's always like some cheeky names. Mine would be like nautical nonsense.
Like we told Paul's boat's the therapist.
Yeah, see, that's a great one.
Because he'll be like, "Well,
go see the therapist."
That was me.
Go see. Does it painted on the back?
I don't think so. He had something else.
Fucking do something, fucking Zagleef. Get your life together.
Yeah.
You can't have a cool boat like that and no name painted on the back.
You gotta have cool names. That's why I like, Sean O'Malley. Like, welcome to the Sugar Show.
To the Sugar Show.
That's somebody that lives like 15, 20 minutes away from me. And I'm like, I really like this dude. And I probably should go hang out with him. And that's probably not going to happen right now. But we should probably try that. Like, that dude loves getting on podcasts.
Let's hit him up.
After that last fight,
I was going to say his last fight.
He put on for the city, bro. He put on for the city. Like doing crossovers and shit. Dude, everybody got pissed. They stopped that fight.
That was the fucking best.
I don't think people understand what he was saying.
He was saying he was throwing it down for Phoenix, and you watched him like do a little leg shuffle, and he had his hand like boom, boom, boom.
They should have put him in game fucking 6.
He was like
they should have put him in. We probably would have kept going.
He should have fucking dyed his hair fucking purple and orange.
Bro, if they would have put Sean O'Malley in at the end, took Chris Paul out for a couple minutes, just put Sean in, we might have got over the hump. I'm just saying. Just saying, bro. Sean, come on, man. That fight was so fucking fun. And I don't remember if it was Rogan or somebody said, like, dude's face looks like roadkill. And the
Here's why I feel bad, because I can't remember that dude's name.
And I do,
and
too.
Everybody loved him.
We should call him Roadkill, man. That's a killer name, bro. That's wild, bro. I've never seen that many strikes. That many strikes where it was just insane.
Yeah, he was getting popped.
And so he set a record, too. Like, most significant and, like, most...
Did he pass up Max...
Max's fight last year?
Well, Max's, like, the last 3 most punches ever landed.
That last fight of Max's was crazy, too. And, another person that holds one of those records is Gritzmacher.
Oh, really?
He does. He holds like a significant strike, like
or maybe a clinch strike.
No, it was the fight with. I believe it was the fight with Joe Lozon.
Yeah,
he set like a record. So I know he's in like a top
or significant
5.
elbows or some shit like that.
No, it was like.
Well, he split Lozon up bad. Like it was a doctor stoppage. That doesn't even happen very often.
And I think they
split
body or something.
They went after.
I don't think it was his face.
They went
body.
They went after the second round. They went back to their corners, and then the doctor called the fight. It was a doctor stoppage, which is like a rare thing to happen because he was like too split up, too cut up. His eyes were too swollen shut.
I'll tell you what. When we had Chris on that podcast, right? And I watched all his fights, so my biggest thing to him was like, hey, man, if you stand in there on some of the, like I saw you stand in there and take some of these shots, and do you feel like that's going to work for you moving forward with you going longevity. Up? Well, because you're climbing rank too. You're not, you're beating some big people and you're doing well, so you're going to get people with more punching power eventually. So how do you feel about that? And his big thing he told to me, and you can go back to that podcast and watch it, is, he's really rolling off a lot of those punches. I think that was when you got up and took a break
he even said that this time.
That's what got me so excited, is that he was rolling off a lot of those punches, and as something. And I didn't disagree with him when he told it to me, like watching it. And he's like, you have to understand, you're not sitting right there, and it does look like I'm getting hit square, but like I'm rolling off a lot of those punches, and I'm giving and taken with that stuff,
you see
right?
his head roll with it.
And you look at him after, and he does get a little puffy, but he's a little puffy anyway.
He's like, he's already got them big old lips, boy.
And he's not really smashed up. That's the thing. Like if you look at him after the fight, he's really not that smashed up. He is kind of. He did get rocked in the beginning.
He said the same thing, but he also said he got me there, like rung his bell, you know.
Oh no, he caught him in the beginning
for sure, dude. I was
the last fight,
my heart dropped. I had.
Oh, mine did too.
No, you weren't at my house, were you?
No, I watched it the next morning. Yep.
No, I had a couple buddies that like we all went to high school together. Like we all are friends with Grits and everything. And as soon as that like shot landed, like you could just feel the fucking room like deflate. And we're like, no. And then all of a sudden, like he holds in there, and kind of he gets a little life back into him in the end of the first round. And that second round, he comes out. And then what's crazy is Chris was a really good wrestler, like state qualifying and I don't think champion, I don't remember, but state qualifying wrestler. And he has like 0 takedown attempts in the UFC in like his fucking 5 or 6 fights. And he's like, his biggest thing is his dirty boxing, like getting in close, clinch, like throwing elbows.
I'd like to interview him again to ask him, you know, if that's something
next time he's in town,
he would be interested in, like if he is interested really maybe showing that. You know what I mean? Like that he has that wrestling, has that jiu-jitsu, because I know he has strong jiu-jitsu too. So I just wonder if that's something that he wants to start to.
I don't think so. I think he just wants to
stand in there and bang.
Yeah, kind of. And like not even that. He wants to like pull you in close and just.
The fight before this last one was a hard one to watch because you could see that he just like he even said he didn't have a camp behind him.
He didn't have the proper camp. He was kind of doing it on his own.
No, he was doing it.
And that's because he went so long, you know, without a fight, without making money.
Didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, he had to kind of front everything himself. So anyway,
and you feel bad because Chris is like not the type to be like, hey, you know, you guys want to help me out, like put together something and say, hey, can you? And it sucks because it's like a lot of people would have. I feel like I would have. I know I would have. I fucking put money toward dumber shit than that. So I wouldn't have been a big deal to throw $20-$40, you know, toward his training because he's humble in the sense that he didn't ask. And it's not like some dude that's just trying to become a fighter that's like, hey man,
he deserves
hometown
it.
hero. I decided after getting fired from the painting crew that, you know, I'm going to go out there and start knuckling fuckers up. And, you know, if you guys want to throw some shit at my Venmo or, you know, hit me up on my pot, you know.
I want to send you money now.
That's kind of what it's like. But now, like, if Chris would have done it, it's not like that. He's a fucking UFC professional fighter, and a lot of people don't understand. Like,
and
there was a bunch of other weird
life.
shit that happened that when you have that contract, if you're winning the training and being in the camp and all that stuff, like these guys don't make a ton of money unless you start pulling the big draw.
But they can book fights, you know, 2-3 times a year. And when he was injured for so long, like he went a long time without having to book a fight. Plus, you know, luckily UFC pays for all his medical and stuff too. But or else he'd be fucking out the bank.
Even having a loss, you know, a loss that sucked to see him have, it put something in his pocket enough to get himself back going, and you're just happy to see that he kept the mind state.
Oh, dude, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic watching that last fight.
He didn't go, fuck, is this it? You know what I mean? He said, no, I just didn't have the proper preparation. I got my money. I can invest. He doubled down, bro. He took what he had and he said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to double down.
Also, this is a misinformed podcast, Grits, just so you know. So we don't even know if what we're saying is 100% true.
I mean, he obviously got paid.
Yeah.
Obviously got set up with a new camp.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he figured out
I don't know if it was free. I don't know if it was free to go to the camp. I don't know if you had to pay for it.
I think he just like went a different route and had some more opportunity and some
it worked. Things. It looked great.
Yeah,
it looked great. I'm gonna be editing this and be like, man, shut the fuck up.
when he got a fucking dink in the chin, I mean, everyone's gonna drop from that shit.
You know what my favorite part of the fight is when they stopped it for the kick in the nuts, and he was like, he hit me in the nuts. He said, he hit me too. And, and I just bursted out laughing because, like, you saw it. And it was like, he didn't do it deliberately, but he was like, hey, man, fuck it. We both in there smashing around. Like, he hit me, I hit him. Let it go. Let's go. And it was just...
Catch your breath. Let's go.
I think that dude, after he realized he rocked Chris and Chris came back and then just stayed Terminator on him.
I don't know what I'm going
That
to do now.
should be the term. That should be a fucking term. He stayed Terminator on him.
Yeah, I mean, that could be... Or like...
That should be a term for like just.
I don't think it's the first time it's ever been used. So
he just fucking stalked him. Just he just you're just like, oh my god, and it's harder when you're a friend with the. Well, I'm not a friend like you guys are a friend. But
I mean, I haven't seen Chris in a while.
Yeah, since the last time you came here for me. So
yeah, I think he stopped by my house one other time.
I sent him a message. He messaged me back. So maybe it's like, all right, cool. I did too. So when he comes in, I hope he gets to stop by here because shout out to him. And again, shout out to him. Shout out to Sean O'Malley because these guys are putting it on for the city.
Yeah,
I know Chris is living in North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah,
I think it's North Carolina.
Bernie, Burntown.
I own it. Misinformed.
New Bern.
I mean,
that's what it's called.
You know, I don't know if you know this about me, but back where I'm from, back home, kind of like royalty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Dykes. We kind of own that.
What to say on the back of their boat?
Yeah. Dyke breaker or something like that.
What did Tim came up to me and said when we were at the birthday the weekend? He's like, "Oh, it's a dyke on a trike."
Hey, that's hilarious.
Hey now.
So yeah, I don't know. What are we at for time right now?
I don't know when we started.
I don't remember either.
I can't see that. My eyes are terrible. I think we're at like over an hour.
Oh no, we're only at 40 minutes. We got a couple.
Not too bad.
But we could call it super early today. I got another thing I want to talk about. And I don't remember even again, this is misinformed, so I don't have all the facts, but I know that we could be getting close. Like, we all thought World War III was probably going to be like China or Russia.
China.
Or Russia. But, I'm starting to look at, I'm reading between the lines, and I'm starting to think that might not be what it is at all. And I don't think any of us saw this. But, who's really out there flexing their dick? Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. They're out there just fucking pecker poking into the sky with rockets and shit like that. They're out here flexing.
Launching.
Right? But what they're also flexing is... yeah, it was a good line. I just made it up too. They're also flexing, contracts with the government and with NASA.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it started now where there's been some tweets kind of subliminal shots back ha motherfucker, I won. And there's a good chance, I think it was Musk tweeted something about Blue Horizon or whatever. I think that's Bezos's company or whatever, the space company. But I think if they keep fucking with each other, that could be the war that ends up we could have a real Marvel situation on our hands. We could have a Dr. fucking Octopus out there with fucking Jeff Bezos. He's literally Dr. Evil, bro.
Iron Man versus Batman.
He literally just flew the first Dr. Evil when it was Johnson. That's in a fucking
yeah.
That looks like a big old Woody Harrelson. He literally just flew a big old dick up into the sky. And then came out, and he was a dick. Imagine that. He goes to a different planet, and he lands, and they're like, "This thing looks like a penis." And then a penis walks off of it. They're like, "It's a fucking penis." He made the ship after himself, and I look just like him, so I can make. That's like when a black person makes fun of a black person, or a white person that looks like a penis makes fun of a white person that looks like a penis. Yeah. I can do that shit, and the race ward cannot. The
I can
needle
say,
doesn't move.
I can say ninja please because I got friends that do karate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a shirt. Didn't we ever talk about that?
Your ninja shirt. Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the podcast?
Yeah,
that I literally had the shirt for a month and I was I'm just not getting it. I didn't even. You can tell I didn't put it on. Too.
So who do you like more out of these two? I feel like Bezos is the villain and Musk is the hero. I feel like Musk is Iron Man.
That's how you see it on paper. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Musk is kind of a crazy motherfucker too. A
lot of people don't like him.
I feel like he wants people to like him. So all right. If Musk's girlfriend leaves him, whatever that chick or whatever her name is.
Yeah, she doesn't even have a real name.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then his son is named after a jet or something.
The name thing.
Fucking
I don't know.
AX14V.
I feel bad because I should know these, but I'm misinformed.
Yeah.
So Musk's girlfriend leaves him. we might see a different Musk because they got
Grimes. That's
Grimes. That's what it is. They got kids together, or a kid together. So like,
yeah, he's like named after a fucking jet or a spaceship
Yeah,
or some shit.
crazy
AX
shit.
1419
supposed to be
V.
like Ashley or some shit, which is craziness. So I don't know, man. I think that if she's with him, that Bezos is the crazier one. But you don't know that. Like Bezos doesn't give a fuck.
Did you see Bezos? So I don't remember what was said, but he's like a news reporter asked him something, and it was like
Hell yeah.
yeah. He's like
That's what he said.
No, what did he ask him? He's like, so when you woke up this morning and found out like you're going to be doing this and becoming an astronaut, how'd you think? He's like, I woke up and said, hell yeah. Like does this weird laugh because like he said hell yeah.
He has superhero he has fucking super evil.
Villain.
Yeah. Deep. Did you ever see the thing where he's wearing the gloves and it's got like the octopus claws in the background and
No.
it's literally
Oh my
Dr.
God.
Octopus. Oh my God, you haven't seen this
I
video?
have not seen it. We're gonna watch
Bro,
it.
that is the craziest shit because he's doing the same thing. He's like, and this thing's like, and he's like shaking somebody's hand
Oh
with
my
it, and
God.
I'm like,
We're in a
nothing.
movie.
Nobody's gonna say anything
We're in
that
a
this
movie.
fucking guy isn't a supervillain.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I think that this is what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna get ripped, and then
you mean
I'm
like
gonna when they make the
movie?
movie on Amazon Prime about Jeff Bezos, I'm gonna be Jeff Bezos.
Boom.
Jeff, please.
Who do I get to
Jeff,
be?
I'm rooting for you. Fuck Elon Musk. He hustled people. The dude has so much money, and he didn't even want to put the money up front
Hey.
to put a fucking no, hold on. He could have put that satellite up into the goddamn sky on his own, and instead he hustled everybody and then pump and dumped on Doge. He fucking got everybody all super bonered on Doge, and it got 80 cents. And that big sell that started all the trifling, tumbling, falling down the hill with Jack and Jill, that was him. And then he fucking took the profits.
So you're a Bezos fan?
I am now.
Okay, I'm a
Jeff
Musk fan.
Jeff Bezos was upfront about how he was flying into space. He said Amazon Prime is $120 a year, and you buy whatever the fuck you want, and I'm gonna fucking penny pinch squeeze these bastards that want to sell their shit, but they suck and they have no marketing skills. So I'll fucking do everything. I'll make people piss in bottles because I had to give my fucking wife $38 billion. So fuck that bitch. I'm not actually paying that. Damn. You're paying that by not getting a fucking bathroom break. And he's like, fuck it, man. I'm upfront with everything.
Yeah,
Get mad at me. That's why he can laugh like that. He is comfortable to laugh like that because he is up fucking front. Clear conscious. I'm fucking crazy. I don't give a fuck. Like he don't give a fuck.
Dude's a psychopath.
I love it. So is fucking Elon. You have a dude that's got straight up Asperger's. You have an autistic man with the most money. Like he's making all y'all. Check this out. I want one of those cars so fucking bad.
But Elon Musk has also done great marketing.
Here's my other thing, Jeff. Can you please make something like a Tesla? I'll buy one of those.
No,
off
just
Amazon.
dick-shaped rockets, dude. That's all
Bro,
he does.
I just make me a dick-shaped car that drives like a Tesla fast, and then I can order Amazon shit from the car, and then it's like a Tesla, but it's an Amazona, and
Your car goes and picks up your packages for you?
dude, I will buy a car called an Amazon.
All right.
Motherfucking does the Tarzan? You get the Tarzan? You put it in Tarzan mode instead of ludicrous,
And it just screams.
and
The
it does
exhaust screams.
and you're just like, and then you don't hit a tree. Watch out for that tree.
That's George of the Jungle, bro. That's different.
Oh yeah, Tarzan be holding the fucking vine with his butt cheeks, holding on people like flying through the air. I'm telling you, bro, that's how he did it. He had the fucking Kegel strength of the butt cheeks, man.
He's been doing his butt kegels.
And that's why I'm with the Bezos train, bro. Like I'm all about that, and I think that we are trusting Elon with all this crazy shit. Like he might just like all of a sudden be like one day, like, you know what? I don't like how people are acting. Fuck with their Teslas.
Just destroys everybody.
Yeah.
I think that Musk, though, is just a much smarter person. Obviously, Jeff Bezos is very smart, but I think he's just throwing money at a thing to make it a cool thing.
Do we know how smart Bezos really is?
I don't know, dude. He was wearing a cowboy hat, said hell yeah, and just went nuts about
Can you
it.
Google people's IQ?
I bet we can.
I'll be informed for that.
What's
Jeff?
What's the test you can take?
Because you know this is a lie too. You know that if you're a billionaire and you're supposed to be smart, like you're like, no, change that fucking number.
What do you mean 89.2? 189.2, motherfucker.
IQ. Oh, that's a thing.
Is it? What's the test? There's a fucking fuck, I wish I knew the name of it.
Oh, come on. Tell me probably. I don't want to hear no fucking probably. That shit said a probably over. Everything keeps saying probably over. This is how you know he paid for it. Everything either says probably or score of over 150. Does that make him a genius? I think it does, right?
I guess I don't know.
Holy shit, there is a thing from 2017. Look at this. From 2017, who is smarter?
Oh, there you go.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, what the fuck does it say? Inform us on this misinformed.
Who is smart? Well, that was in 2017. Jeff might be smarter now.
Dude,
he
I
might
can't
have.
talk.
You know, Elon's got that chip in his fucking face.
Oh, Mensa. That's what I'm thinking.
Look how he looks right there. He looks different now. Elon looks like. Look how his eyes look. Right?
I don't know, dude.
Elon's eyes look like a normal human being in this picture, right? If you look at a picture of Elon now, he looks like he might have drilled a hole in his fucking scalp and put a chip in there because he's
Put
like.
his fucking neuro. What is it called?
I'm gonna post this picture.
Neuralink.
When you look at Elon now compared to this,
Yeah, Jeff Bezos can fuck off because he's not making some Neuralink shit, bro.
That's true.
Fuck out of here.
But like, if you look at the picture I'm looking at right now, and then you look at how you've seen him on like the Rogan podcast and all these other shows where he's like this.
Well, he's nervous. He's a type A
I
personality.
don't think it's that.
He's an introvert, bro.
Hold on. First of all,
He's
that's
a fucking nerd, bro. Me too.
You're so misinformed. That's not what a type A. He's probably more like a type C. A is me. I'm A. B is like the middle road. C is I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm A.
Introvert is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that's misinformed. It's probably the wrong way, but I'm almost positive I'm a type A personality, type B personality, or
I got
people
friends that
that
get so mad at me about this conversation.
I don't fucking care.
Me either.
Look, dude, I have self-diagnosed. I have
ADHD and I need cocaine to fix it.
Yeah.
That's what I was told.
Bro, I don't trust that Adderall. That's from the government. Them Colombians, they care about your health.
Pablo.
Hey, look, how the
Escobar.
Colombians going to keep making money if they kill you with the shit?
Cubans, Colombians, Peruvians.
They ain't gonna
I don't
kill
know.
you. Dude,
Everyone knows McDonald's has the best Coke, bro.
I keep trying to watch it, but it's I keep doing the same nightly thing. Is Cocaine Cowboys is on Netflix.
That's the one where the chick runs the ring, right?
No, well, no, that's the two brothers in Miami that were like on the cigarette boat. This is the real documentary. I keep trying to watch it.
I watched it a long time. I watched one. There's two of them.
This is new. This is the new one.
Yeah, but I watched two of them a long ass time ago. But there's also one that I'm thinking of that there's like a queen pin. They call her. She's like the mother.
I think that's Mexico, isn't it? That wasn't Miami.
Fuck, I don't know.
I think
Escobar.
I like all that shit, but what the fuck there was another show that just came out too that we burned right through. I don't remember. Fuck it. Well, I'm rooting Team Bezos.
I'm Team Musk.
I used to kind of be Team Musk, but I feel like that dude he is sneaky.
Don't give your pesos to Bezos. You got to trust in Musk. You know what I'm saying?
What would you do if you were the DaBaby right now?
First of all, you already know I don't like DaBaby.
Do you know what happened? What he said? Did you read it?
No, I know that he said something homophobic.
Super.
That's literally all I know.
So he like stopped. He stopped his show, and basically was like, "No fucking faggots in here sucking dick in the parking lot. If you didn't come in here with fucking AIDS and fucking all this other shit, raise your hand." Like, basically, it was like, you faggot motherfuckers sucking dick in the parking lot. If you ain't a motherfucking faggot, I keep saying that word. I shouldn't be saying any of that.
We're gonna edit
he's
these,
like,
and they just have you yelling that.
I should be beeping that shit. he like basically kept saying like,
everyone's like, did he just say the F word with a hard R? I don't even know what he just said. What did he just say? Beep. Beep. I don't know which one it was.
He kept saying it though. Like he kept saying like, if you're like in the parking lot doing this, and like if you got AIDS, and like, and
he basically just said, I don't want gay people at my show.
He even said like after he tried to like kind of go back on it and say like, my gay fans, I'm not talking about them.
Talking about
they
faggots,
ain't
not
gross.
gay guys.
Like I wonder. I want to know like, are you just homophobic? Were you hanging out with Lil Boosie too much, or did something happen weird? Like, did one of these execs try to do some weird shit to you, and you're like,
got fucking Weinstein or whatever the fuck?
Hey, man, like, I'm kind of being serious in that sense. Like this dude seems like
he's the baby. So if you're into adolescence, you know.
Well, he seems like pretty straight up about most stuff. Like he don't give a fuck about stuff. Like
I don't even like the baby.
I like him. I like his music. I
know. I don't know why.
And you want to hear something even crazier?
He's got like 2 songs that I'll fucking bump.
So MTV, I can't remember what the fuck, MTV Live or some shit, is now doing like music videos all day. They're like the old MTV. They're playing music videos.
Nice.
But what I was seeing is they play a lot of like early 2000 rap music videos, and I was seeing a lot of. So I like the baby's music videos. If you ever watch them, he directs a lot of them, or he's got a ton of input on them, and he's done well with his music videos because of it. I never noticed it, but he is literally looks like, what the fuck is his name? Busta Rhymes, old Busta Rhymes videos, like the first few where they're like zooming in all weird and they're like doing all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah,
is
what
that
the
what
fuck
that is?
that sound? I'm trying to figure that out.
I think we've been doing it the whole time.
I think it's just been really, really bad the past couple minutes.
It was that. So it was like the old Busta Rhymes music videos and the old Ja Rule music videos.
Okay.
And if you combine those, you literally have a DaBaby video.
I mean, that's cool. He's got cool videos. There's only 2 songs of his that I'll listen to.
But yeah, I don't know, man. He said all that stuff, and then he started getting canceled from all his shows that he's got coming up.
Duh.
And then there was like a public apology that was made that didn't look very sincere anyway, and it definitely didn't look like he made it. And then Rolling Loud said, we'll let him perform, or Lollapalooza, or one of them, if he does a video apology. And he was like, fucking, I'm not doing that. And so then he like doubled down on it, and like, I don't know. What do you think, man? You think he's just going to be fine from it? Probably be fine, right? Chris Brown beat the fuck out of Rihanna.
Yeah. He's like underground rap music. If he comes out with another banger, and then like no one's gonna give a fuck, they're still gonna bump the thing, you know. What I mean,
Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot.
Did that happen for sure? I don't know.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Well,
and that dude took an album. Check this out. I gotta look more into this. This is real. He took an album, made it an NFT, one of those NFTs.
Yeah. A non-fungible token.
Yeah,
it's different than fungible tokens.
So he made a fucking album, an NFT,
non-fungible,
and he sold 1 million copies of it
fungible
for $1. So all his fans looked at it like, "Fuck it, I can spend $1 on a NFT, right? There's only 1 million copies.
I want to support my guy,
even if you don't care. Whatever. You're just looking at it as like,
support my guy.
I can turn around and sell this.
I got $5.
You can't turn around and sell a CD. Because the CD is always in thing. So this dude basically he made $1 million in a minute off of everybody buying 1 copy for $1. But here's the crazy thing. Now they can sell that fucking album and make money off of it. Now they can sell that album for $2. And somebody could buy it because they want to hear the Tory Lanez album for $2.
Oh, so like you couldn't access it anywhere else unless you were someone who...
Unless you're somebody that owns that NFT.
Dude, that's fucking cool, though. That's pretty cool.
Genius.
Yeah, it's great.
He just made $1 million in a minute.
Because Tory Lanez got a couple bangers. You know the dude can rap. You know the dude can sing.
Here's
the
thing.
Can slide up
I know he shot that girl, bro, but he might be one of the most talented fucking people. He's so talented, bro. I love that music. Bro, it's so good. He's so good. I like his music.
I know he shot that girl, bro.
I know he shot that girl,
oh
but
my
bro.
God.
Hey, man.
God damn
it was $1.
Hey, man.
I would have bought it if I knew. I mean,
shit. You bought a fucking mask with fucking Travis Scott or some shit, right?
Yeah, I have that shit still.
Yeah.
You know what I got a good deal on though? So like I wanted a cleaver for my birthday. My mom bought me this cleaver I wanted, and then it never came. And
I
called
think I seen the cleaver.
Bitched at him and was like, "Hey, I want to send the fucking cleaver.
I need this goddamn cleaver on a goddamn plane."
And then like she didn't get it again, and then so they gave. I don't know if they gave her her money back or what happened.
But you got a dope cleaver.
But then my mom just sent me the money and was like, "Hey, look, here's the fucking money. It's not coming." And then it came. And then the next day, another one came. But just because this is the second one, I wanted to flex it on here.
Oh, I thought you were going to give it to me. I thought it was a gift just now.
I'll think about it.
I was like, I'll take a gift.
Look at this fucking Dexter fucking...
No, Dexter's very precise. He doesn't use cleavers.
I mean,
It's fucking dope though.
maybe to chop the body up after. 2-pound fucking
no,
cleaver.
It's actually named Dexter.
It's a 9-inch 2-pound cleaver.
That's nice. Look how thick that is. I don't know if you guys can see the thickness. It's got girth.
Thing's badass, dude. Super badass.
Can I stick it on the table?
No.
Don't do that.
No,
Okay.
don't do that.
I'm gonna do something.
No, and this one wasn't packed as well as the last one was that came in, and so it was like fucking coming out of the box when they opened the door.
I want to shotgun a beer with this.
That thing is super badass. But like out of all the knives and things that I've ever owned, that's the first one that like I hold it with respect because I'm scared of it because it's fucking heavy, bro. And I'm like, if I fuck up with this thing, I'm losing something.
I love that. I hold it with respect. It deserves respect. Whoever
You
made, I
feel
want to
that?
shake the guy's hand who made that.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
You know what I just got? That was gifted to me from a great friend of mine.
What?
Shout out Eric Cott. He gave me some finishing salt, which is like this shaved salt. So it's not quite like coarse flake salt.
So they found a way to hustle people with salt now? They just
It's
shave
literally
it?
shaved salt, and like
That's weird.
And like you put it like when it hits the oils of your meat, it just fucking dissolves and coats the meat in salt. It's beautiful. It's the most delicious thing ever. And he also gave me a pack of peppercorns. I got like yellow peppercorns, green peppercorns, black peppercorns, brown peppercorns. He gave me all these peppercorns.
So he's open with all the peppercorns.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I swing every way with these peppercorns out here, bro. That's how I feel. They're delicious, though. They will really add something different to each and every plate.
Hey, I want to start a riot. So this is how I would do it. Look, man, y'all be trusting the government. They be telling you to take a vaccine, telling you about all this COVID shit.
Do you want to start a riot?
I'm going to do it right now. You ready?
No.
Hey, listen, all you
Just wait.
that have different...
Can I put my fucking shoes on? Jesus.
Ready? Grab
Okay.
the cleaver.
Oh, God damn it.
All you have different pronouns or, you identify as something other than male or female, the government's not telling you your COVID numbers. They're not telling you your vaccination numbers. They're just completely ignoring you. Completely ignoring you. They're not telling you any of your information. They're just telling you men and women, sometimes children. They're not telling you anything about your pronoun. Talk to your local government.
Interesting.
I think that's a good point. I think it's a good point. We're passing laws. We're doing all these things. Hey, motherfucker, you want to do something? Be all in. I'm not saying any way of my leaning or anything. This is not a joke. I'm not fucking mocking anybody. I'm being dead serious. When I look at those numbers, they say men and women on those numbers. You need to call the fucking... Hey, fix this shit. Because are you not... you're telling them at the hospital, right? So are they not telling us the information?
I don't know. I'd imagine that's not going to go over well.
I need to know.
Well, now I have a real question. At the hospital, if I were to say...
Can we get sponsored by these fucking guys? This is good.
Dude, I'll fucking write him an email.
Please, me.
I will.
Do it.
I'll write him an email.
I'll wordsmith that shit.
You don't need to wordsmith it. I got this.
I will dive in your eye with a javelin.
Dude, I will fuck them right in the eyeball
If
with a javelin.
I can get high with your butthole. That's not how it goes?
I have no idea. I don't even know what
sorry.
you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Hey, what you doing over there, bub?
We should probably end this podcast. I had like 5 different topics that I could have thought of and just let them go. So
Yeah.
when you want to love something, you got to let it go.
Right?
So
Like a
again,
flower.
this is the Misinformed podcast.
Thank you.